Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of Choices Health Club. This is the one in Derby and Rainsway because there's two. I don't know why there's two, it's a bit weird. There's like one, as I said, the one in Rainsway, which I'm going to be reviewing, and there's one in Alderstry. If you're wondering about the two, the one in Rainsway is bigger. They've got a swimming pool, if you're wondering which one to go for. But I went for the Rainsway one just because it's a lot closer to me. I mean, I say a lot closer. It's still a bit to walk, but it'll be closer to me than it is to Alderstry. I'd be walking more. More, it would take me more time to get to the one in Alderstry. So yeah. So this is a commercial gym. It's probably the smallest commercial gym because I believe they've only got four. We'll get into the commercial part of it in a minute, but I believe they've got four or three, so it is quite small. So yeah, you may or may not have heard of them because it's not like they've got one in Birmingham. There's Derby, and then there's another place which I've never heard of, and then another place I'm not heard of. So it's quite a small company. So with this gym, you've got two sort of offers when it goes to membership. So you can either not be a member and just pay for the classes. I'm not sure how much the classes are individually, but if you're more interested in classes or you're the sort of person that only joins the gym just for the classes, then you can actually just book classes if you want to and not actually be a member. So that is something to look into if, as I said, if you're somebody, because sometimes if you join a club and you're only doing the classes, sometimes you may feel it's a little bit like of a rip off. Well, not so of a rip off. I mean, I can't speak because I have no idea what the classes are. It could end up being where it's cheaper just to get the membership and they've done it that way on purpose. I have no idea. But I mean, if you're doing like a class a week, I suppose it'd be alright. As I said, I can't find any information as to how much it is just like per class. So when it comes to the actual membership, you have two options. So you can go for 3 months or you can go for 12 months. So 3 months is a good one if you just want to get a feel of the gym and you don't want to commit to 12 months because you might not like it and then you might have to cancel early or cancelling fees and everything like that. You can just go for the 3 months. Saying that the 3 months are a few pounds more. I believe it's like £35 and the 12-month contract is like 32, so it's kind of swaying you to go towards the 12 months. But if you're the sort of person like me who needs some time to, is this gym really worth it? Am I going to enjoy it? Then the 3 months is a good option. And I think most gyms should do this because obviously it gives, people like sort of like a try before you actually fully commit when it comes to these contract gyms. So I think it's a pretty cool idea. So on to the actual gym. So the gym has a swimming pool has a swimming pool, a sauna, and a jacuzzi. The sauna and the jacuzzis are off because obviously the current situation. But the swimming pool is available. So I did actually use the swimming pool. So the swimming pool, they've laned it, which it's always been laned, but they've made the lanes bigger, so there's less lane, if that makes any sense. That's what it looks like. And you can have about 2 people in each lane, which even then is a little bit risky. I'd rather have a lane to myself. You may share a lane if you go in with somebody, and that sort of thing. But the swimming pool, it's just like a normal swimming pool. I can't remember the depth for the top of my head, but it's all the same depth basically, which is like that for any gym. I would say if you want to use the swimming pool, not only do you need to check the classes, obviously, that the gym does, but also check. There's a company that do swimming lessons for kids. You should check that out as well. Obviously, so you don't clash and you end up being like, oh, great. I think I have seen a review where one person was like they did still use the swimming pool. I'd feel a little bit awkward. But just keep that in mind. Just look that up. I don't know if it's for every Choices gym, but that one has it, take swimming, what's it, so it happens in the week and the weekends. I believe DW Fitness, it was only in the weekends. Like, you used to have it in the week, but then they changed it to just the weekends, but these, it's the week and the weekends. Just off the top of my head, on the weeks, in the week, it's usually, they usually have it in the afternoon, so like around like 4. This is the kids classes, and then your weekend, it's usually like morning. And yeah, I don't remember for the top of my head, but look that up if you want to obviously find out more information if you're a swimmer and stuff like that. This gym also has a physiotherapist as well. Also has a beautician thing as well, which I've always found that weird to have in a gym. It's just, I don't know, I just find that weird. Like, why would, I don't know. It's weird, but you have that as well. I get the physiotherapist, but I don't really understand like the beauty salon. They do like lashes, brows, waxes, that sort of thing. So for the actual gym, you've got 2 levels. So you've got the first level. The first level the has the cardio and the weights, and the weight machines as well. Now, it is kind of small. It's small, but it's not small, if that makes any sense. Now, I can't really speak too much about sort of the layout and anything, because obviously because of COVID and stuff. The amount of cardio machines is not a lot, but then again, I don't know if they're taking some out. It is quite a small sort of area where all the cardio machines are. But as I said, they might have had more, but because of COVID and having them like separated, they could have, they could have taken it. So I can't really comment on that sort of thing. When it comes with the weight machines, they've got a full, a variety of ones that you do actually need. They do only have like one of each, so do be wary about that if it does get busy. I'll talk about like how busy it gets and everything like that. It also has like a function area. So you've got kind of like, monkey, I know there's probably a proper word for that, but I'm going to call them monkey bars. You've got a cable machine upstairs, but you do have more cable machines downstairs, which I'll get into in a minute. You've got the battle ropes. You've got also in the corner, you've got all sorts of different like equipment you want to use. They've got kettlebells, so does that. Now, going downstairs, that's where you have like the cable machines. So you've got the back cable machines. You've got one big, the big wide cable machines. The one upstairs has got like the small normal size cable machine. The one downstairs, you've got the big cable machine. You've also got a single cable machine. And when I mean that, I mean it's the ones where you just kind of do like, I don't know, bicep curl, tricep, thing, that sort of thing. So if you only want to use one side, well, that's pretty good, especially during COVID, because if you're doing one side, obviously you can't, because what used to be before, someone would come up, can I use the other end? And you could be like, yeah, you can use it, but obviously because of COVID, they can't really do that. So that is another option if you want to sort of if you just only need basically one cable instead of needing 2, then that's a good one to pop on. You've got the dumbbells downstairs as well. You've got 2 squat racks, and then you've got one area to deadlift, and then you've got other rooms that lead onto other equipment as well, like the I can't remember it. How can I not remember it? Leg press. I don't know why that just went out of my head, but you've got all them sort of equipment downstairs. So first off, I'm going to go into depth a little bit about the layout. So this layout, it's like a hybrid. So it's a commercial gym, but the layout reminds me of an independent gym, if that makes any sense. It's very, like, sometimes, how sometimes like commercial gyms can look a little bit kind of not cold, but I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels sort of more sort of like it, how like it can feel mainstream and that sort of thing, and it can feel a little bit like unwelcoming and stuff, and sort of like too like business like, when you have like independent gyms are more sort of like more welcoming feeling and stuff like that. I get that sort of vibe from this place. It's a bit weird. Like this is the first commercial gym I've been into which looks more like an independent gym, which is weird. Especially the bit where the functional area, you've kind of got where you've got the battle ropes and stuff like that. Like, it would help. It would look better if they had it all shelved, the different equipment you could use, but it's kind of in a pile on the floor. Which, I mean, I'm not that too bothered about it. I don't think much people are actually bothered about it, but I don't know. That also gives it sort of a vibe of more of like an independent sort of look, which I don't know if that's what they were going for. Also, you've got a room where they do classes, and then a room downstairs where they do more classes as well. But yeah, overall, it's not a bad gym. I pretty much like it. Would I say it's worth the money? I'd say it's worth the money, especially if you are going to use. Obviously, you're gonna, pay for, yeah, pay for obviously to get your brows done and stuff like that. But it's right in front of your doorstep. You can just go make an appointment and then get that done, do your workout, or the other way around. And the fact there's like a sorry. I don't know what he's gonna say. Anyway, sorry. I'm recording this on my phone and I posted an Instagram story. I'm going off topic. How brain dead cinnamons come back because I come back to the gym and I'm always dehydrated because I hate water. Anyway, I'm really bad. Honestly, I'm brain dead because there's no electrolytes in me after the gym. Anyway, and I make it worse by having an energy drink, and energy drinks dehydrate you even more. Anyway, let's just carry on with this review. Where was I? Oh yeah, and also you can buy drinks and everything and like supplements and stuff. During COVID though, you do it's only card payments they're taking. They're not taking any cash, so do bear that in mind. I'm just going to mention a little bit of COVID. I didn't want to make it the main sort of review, but they've got things implemented. They always have a speaker reminding people to, clean equipment. They've got cleaning equipment everywhere, hand sanitizer and everything like that. It does look like most people are cleaning their equipment. If you still want to be 100% sure, then you can clean it before you go on it. But yeah, that's a bit about, the COVID sort of situation. As I said, the jacuzzi and the saunas they're not obviously currently open because obviously social distance and everything like that. But yeah, I actually really like this gym. As I said, it's a very welcoming gym. The layout's a little bit confusing, as in it doesn't look very commercial, but if you're not into the commercial look, then consider it. I mean, that shouldn't really sway you anyway. Is it if it looks commercial or not, but it's a very welcoming gym and everything. Another thing to point out, the doors are automatic. I don't know if that's another thing during COVID you're interested in, and the sanitizer at the home, and you just scan your kind of phone. You get a barcode thing on your phone and scan it. Another thing is you don't necessarily need an induction. Technically, I mean, they will remind you by email to book your induction if you haven't. I didn't bother doing it and I wasn't questioned or anything like that. It's kind of that sort of thing as if you're new to the gym and everything like that, or you want to get shown around and stuff. But I always like the kind of the going in and not knowing what to expect sort of thing, and finding the equipment like that sort of thing, like going on an adventure. That sounds a bit weird, but overall, yeah, I do actually like this gym. As I said, I think it's good, worth the money. As I said, if you want to just do classes, you can look into that to see if it's going to save you money or if it's just going to be cheaper just to go for the subscription. I'm going to call it a subscription. I can't think to the top of my head. But yeah, actually, as I said, really liked it. There's one thing. Okay, there's one thing I want to mention because this may be a turn off to some women. I don't know. Some women are a bit weird when it comes to working out. This gym is so male dominated. It is unbelievable. Like, so male dominated. Like, literally, there's more males than there's females. I hardly see any females. Like, I just thought I'd just mention that just in case you are, as I said, you are one of those people where you'd rather not, you feel a bit intimidated working out with males. I don't know why people do that. So just bear that in mind. I think you'll get the females coming in to do the classes, but when it comes to actual, in the gym, I hardly see anything, and the women's changing rooms half the time are empty, which leads me on, which I nearly forgot to mention, was the busiest. Is it busy? So the first day I went in, went swimming, and the guy mentioned there were like around about 60 people. So they do monitor it anyway, because you do have to sign in, and it probably pops up with the amount of people that are in the gym. So they're on top of that. You don't have to book to go in the gym, but they just like keep an eye on the numbers and everything like that. And that's the time I went swimming. It was around 12 o'clock. Now, I didn't obviously go upstairs or anything else that I went swimming, so I couldn't kind of judge if it was really busy or not. And then for the past few days, I've been going sort of in the morning. It's not been too busy. I've not found that I needed to like wait for equipment. Actually, I did. Wait, hang on. I'm getting so confused. So the first day, I just did cardio on the thingy, on the treadmill. The second day is when I went swimming. Sorry, my brain's a bit, as I said, I'm a bit brain dead because I went to the gym today. So I did find that you may need to wait for the treadmill at least. And because I said there's not that many treadmills, and as I said, I can't really comment if that's how they have it normally. As I said, because you need to social distance, they could have they could have taken equipment out, so I can't really comment on that. But other than that, it's not really been that busy. I don't think it's going to be one of these like really busy gyms. But yeah, that is it for this review. So bye guys.